My father is actually Peruvian. To make a long story short, he ended up going to Hope College and is a big West Michigan Hope College fan. I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, though, and when it got time for me to go to college, he said, you can go anywhere you want, but I'll pay for Hope College. And so that's how I got to West Michigan. After my time as resident, we lived down in Peru for a year. And I was actually initially hoping to stay down there, and that didn't necessarily work out, so we came back to West Michigan, and I was actually looking for jobs, and that's when a few of the founding board members, one of them being Sam Giovanucci and Jim Samuelson, said, we have a great place for you to work. We know you'd love to be overseas, but we have a little bit of a overseas ministry right here in Grand Rapids. So I started looking at this clinic here and was really excited about being able to work with this population of patients. I think I like caring for people who don't have a lot of options and trying to give them the best medical care they can have. And definitely part of this is my own faith. For me, I feel like I was called to care for those who don't have options. So part of this is obedience to what I think God called me to do. You know, whether it was overseas or in Grand Rapids, I think what I realized is that there's need everywhere, and so you can pretty much do that wherever you're placed. Our goal was always to be a safety net, to catch people who might not be finding medical care. There is a misconception that here everyone's cared for. There's been a lot of educating of, hey, why don't you come down and see where we are and see who we serve? And a lot of people were initially surprised, like, boy, I just didn't know this type of need existed. As I got older, I loved Paul Farmer's book, Mountains Beyond Mountains. While he was in med school, he started a clinic in Haiti. He always would ask why. When people said, you know, you can't treat multi-drug resistance TB in Haiti, he'd just say why, and then he'd figure out how to do it. I try to think about that when I get asked or put in a situation where people say, well, you can't get that medical care, you know, then I try to think of Paul Farmer and say, well, why not? What do we need to do to make it so that we can get people medical care?